Alright, so hey guys, let me finish you guys. I want to talk to you guys about Barcelona versus Mallorca. Now, as we stands right now, Barcelona won 5-2 against Mallorca, and like I said, this was a very good performance, and I genuinely love this performance. It was a very dominant display, and very encouraging to say nonetheless. However, and I know it's painstaking. I know I don't like to say that word. However, but on the day, it could. I did not like Barcelona how they closed the game. I did not like their performances, and it's clear that Barcelona cannot completely end the game. Like I know it's kind of confusing for me to explain that, but basically what I'm trying to say is that Barcelona cannot play well. They can play well for one half, but they can't do it for like a consistent 90 minutes. And I understand that Mallorca were definitely a team that we couldn't push over. They were a team that's still challenging. They were still contenders, and they still put up a good fight. But I'm saying is that, I don't know. I feel like the second half they weren't as motivated as they were in the first half. And I felt like the second half was a really bit downgrade. It was a bit disappointing, a bit gleamy, and I felt like it was something that they could have avoided. And like I said, guys, we have to stop conceding needless goals. I don't know what's up. Barcelona loves to concede goals, it seems like. And if Barcelona does play like this, they're going to get battered against their weight teams. I mean, this is very clear. I mean, we saw it again. We saw it Liverpool. We saw it Roma. We even saw it against Levante. We can't allow teams just to come and cut at us at their own will. We have to just make sure that we break down any team. It doesn't matter whether they're a superior team. It doesn't matter whether they're a weak team. We cannot give opportunities for them to score. We simply cannot. And our defense has been a huge problem. And that's a problem that I do not think. That's a problem that I understand will not be able to get fixed over time. I understand that it's something that's very difficult. And I understand clean sheets aren't that important as long as you win them. However, like I said, it is kind of important to have some clean sheets, and we should never have conceded 2 goals in a day. Perhaps maybe I'm okay with 1, but come on, 2. Yeah. But anyways, back to the goals. Lionel Messi scores an incredible hat trick today once again. This time it was a hat trick from just open play, which was pretty nice. I love open play hat tricks. I remember last time he made a hat trick with set pieces, which obviously is great too, but, you know, I'd rather have a person do a hat trick with just general open play rather than set pieces. But anyways, like I said, guys, the problem with I've noticed is that Griezmann. I love Griezmann. He's actually, I feel like the front three is actually a front three. And it's actually something that is very hard to destroy. And I think this front three now understands each other. I feel like Griezmann and Suarez and Messi actually understand each other. And I feel like, as a whole, while it is not Griezmann's ideal position, I do not think Griezmann will ever play as well as you can expect in a left winger position. He has been adapting. He has integrated. And I think, as a whole, he understands Barcelona now. And I understand that many of you guys are going to say, well, I was expecting Griezmann to do some bigger save. I was expecting Griezmann to score a hat-trick, man. Come on, guys. It's difficult, and Griezmann has shown that he is doing better. And I think he will not be the next Coutinho. I mean, we saw, even when Coutinho played well, he never got the respect of the team. And I felt like, as a whole, that Griezmann, while it's not as, it's kind of a similar situation to Coutinho, but I feel like Griezmann as a whole is understanding more, and I feel like the players are more accepting of him than Coutinho. And as a whole, this is great, and I love Suarez. Suarez had a great game today. I think Suarez, Griezmann, Messi had a great game today. I love all 3 of them combined. They had a great game, and if we can actually manage this front three could actually win the UEFA Champions League. And that's what Barcelona has been dreaming of winning. And I genuinely would like for us to win the Champions League. I think it has been a long time from now, and we really need this. I mean, especially with Messi's 6th Ballon d'Or on their hands. And I think as a whole, that has rejuvenated and made this team a much more fighting team. And I feel like as a whole, this has been a great display. And I really genuinely think that with Messi's 6th Ballon d'Or, I think that has really stepped up in his mantle and put him into his own pressure. Not pressure, that's the right word. Make him more confident than ever. And I like Valverde. I think Valverde did everything correct today. I think bringing on Carlos Soleña was definitely something I didn't expect. I loved he also brought on Arturo Vidal, and I loved he also brought on Carlos Perez. You know, I think the substitutes he made today were, well, they didn't score any goals. They were actually huge assets in the day, and it shows that Valverde isn't all as bad as I previously stated. Now, do I still think Valverde is the right man for this job? No, I do not think he is the ideal manager, but he isn't as bad as everyone's. He wasn't that bad today. Today, I think he had a pretty good performance, but then again, it was against Mallorca. And Mallorca were a team that were struggling, didn't even get an away win, and didn't even get any points away, and they were close to the relegation battle. So maybe Valverde got lucky here, but I think genuinely Barcelona deserved the win here. And now the big question is this: so with the next Champions League game not being meaningless, basically Barcelona will basically not have to worry about that game anymore. Now the next game that comes up is against Real Sociedad, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And Real Sociedad actually have been a very challenging team in La Liga, supposedly. They've actually been close to the top of the table. And I could see this game as a very difficult place. Barcelona could potentially draw points here. Okay. Now, am I saying that Barcelona will draw points for sure? No. I'm just saying is that there is a it is very plausible for it to happen. Consider Real Sociedad have been a very good team. But I do think Barcelona have learned their lesson from the Levante game. And I really hope that we don't experience an embarrassing defeat to Levante. Remember how Levante really exposed us, really made us look bad? Real Sociedad are 4th place, guys. They've lost a fair amount of times, though. Albeit they have lost a fair amount of times. And they could challenge Barcelona. And currently, Real Sociedad have been really. I mean, in their own away stadium, they beat Atletico Madrid, guys. I believe this is Atletico Madrid's 2nd defeat. So, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah. They're the only other team besides Barcelona to beat Atletico Madrid. And that was at their own home too. So that's a bit worrying for me, and and also considering that the stadium is very dark. Not dark. Dark isn't the right word. Considering that the stadium is very difficult to score, that's a big one. Like I said, the Champions League game is already booked up. That's already basically meaningless, so I don't really expect there to be any big. I don't expect the main players that play today. I would like to see Messi play for Barcelona in the Inter Milan game, but obviously that's not going to happen. That's really probably not going to happen. And obviously, I would like for him to do, because that would make his 36th opponent that he has scored against, because I don't think he's ever scored against Inter Milan. But yeah. So then our next couple of games we have next is Real Madrid at the El Clasico. That's a big game. That's an Alves to finish it off for this year. But yeah, guys, so let me know what you guys think below in the comments below. Do you guys think Barcelona's defense has been... Like I said, guys, I understand that this is Mallorca, but I do think that ever since that Slavia Praha game, I think Barcelona have been a lot better. They've actually been pretty good. And I think as a whole, we're starting to see a very good Barcelona. And I think
that win against, I think it was maybe against Leganes, actually. I think that Borussia Dortmund game, I think, is what really made this Barcelona team a legitimate team, and not just, oh, we'll just cruise our way through. Because that Celta Vigo and Leganes game were just absolutely horrendous, and you could even argue Slavia Prague as well. Despite the fact that Barcelona did not lose any of those three games, they weren't very good because the goals that did came were only from set pieces, minus that Sergio Busquets screamer in the Celta Vigo game. But yeah, and obviously Arturo Vidal's lucky finish against Leganes was just miraculous. But yeah, so that's all I have for you guys today. So let me know what you guys think below in the comments below. Like I said, I do have to give command. I would like to say the players that I felt genuinely that were awesome from Mallorca were Reina, who's pretty good, and even Kubo as well. Kubo was good, and Budimir, who was good too. So, not to say, and Mallorca pretty much gave a good fight of themselves, and they played a lot better than I expected. So you remember, guys, I predicted a 4-0 win and ended 5-2. So Barcelona 3-goal margin. Peace out.